Hello everybody, welcome to this week's science experiment. Today we're going to be learning how to do the shadow experiment. In order to do this experiment, you're going to need a few things. The first of them is a blank sheet of paper, and you're going to need a writing utensil. It could be a pencil or crayon or whatever you choose. And you're going to need some object that's not see-through. You could use almost anything for this purpose, as long as it's small enough to fit on your piece of paper. Once you get all of that in order, the next thing you need to do is you're going to need to find a safe and sunny spot outside that doesn't get much wind. You're going to be returning to this spot a couple of times throughout the day and setting your piece of paper there. Now, in order to start the experiment, what you're going to have to do is you're going to go outside and you're going to find that sunny spot that you located earlier. Then you're going to take your piece of paper and just set it on the ground there. And then you take your object that you chose and you put it on the piece of paper. Now, as you do this, you might notice that a shadow forms on the paper. What you want to do is you want to take your writing utensil and trace out the outline of the shadow. And then write the number 1 right under the outline. The next thing you're going to need to do is wait 1 or a few hours, then come back to the same exact spot and put your paper there, and then take your object and put it in the same spot where it was previously, and you're going to notice that the shadow changes shape a little bit. Now what you're going to need to do is, with your same writing utensil, trace the shape of the new shadow and write the number 2 under it. And finally, you're going to wait the same amount of time again and repeat the same procedure. After doing it for the 3rd time, you should have 3 different numbered outlines. Now I want you to pay close attention to how the places of the shadows seem to move over time. I want you to think about why this might have happened, and also what the sun might have had to do with it. That was all for this week's experiment. I hope you had a great time and thank you all for watching.